What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on the channel. This one, a little bit different here in terms of some of the stuff we're doing, but something that I want to get into nonetheless, because it is something that has been done quite some time here within the past couple of weeks that Black Ops 3 has been live, but I personally have not been able to jump on and make some of these yet. But this is the first best class setup here of Black Ops 3 and my channel. This one going to be dealing with one of my favorites, the Razorback. Now, if you don't know what the Razorback is, then I highly suggest that you use it if you have it unlocked. It is unlocked a little bit later, but you can actually perma-unlock it with an unlock token from prestiging. But this thing is an absolute melt machine as is. The range is absolutely incredible. The default recoil is a little bit tough to control simply because it does kick up a little bit, but we're going to tackle that here within this class. But overall, the Razorback itself just melts as is, but this class can help you out tremendously in terms of either playing the objective or slaying out, or maybe even doing both if that's what you're gunning for. Now, let's just get right into it here. Firstly, obviously, we're using the Razorback as our primary. We're not going to run an optic on it. I think the iron sights are pretty decent. You can, if you want, you can take off something here and replace it with an optic if you want to do so, but I think the iron sights aren't that bad. But moving over into the attachments, firstly, we're going to run a quick draw. This thing has an ADS time that is relatively decent, but the quick draw actually does help out tremendously in getting that up a little bit more. With that being said, you can aim down sight and get a little bit more accurate of a shot from that rather than the hip fire, though the hip fire spread isn't terrible in this one. It does help out a lot though. Next, we're gonna have the grip, which again tackles our recoil here, which does make it a lot more controllable. The recoil default by this kicks you upwards, and it does actually do it quite a bit if you hold down the trigger. With the grip, the recoil is almost non-existent. That's the beautiful part that I think I love the most about this class, is that I can range people across the map with this and really just lay down on the trigger. I don't have to actually take anything really off the Razorback or burst it. I can just range somebody down with the grip on this. Now next, we have the long barrel, which actually does help with the range as well if you are going for long shots or something like that. But overall, these attachments here only cost you one primary gunfighter spot. You can add more on if you want to add a second primary gunfighter, but that does limit what you can do with perks and all that kind of stuff as well. But with this, the weapon itself is actually optimized for not only long range, which it shouldn't really necessarily be because it's an SMG, but it also is a powerhouse up front in close quarters, as the SMG's qualifications really showcase. So this weapon, primary gun, and the attachments alone is absolutely killer. But moving over into the next part of this, the perks, we're not going to run any secondaries and or lethals and tacticals here with this. The perks are the next things we're going to focus on. This is going to cost us one perk greed, but that is really the only thing we have to worry about other than this. Firstly, we're going to run flak jacket. I personally love to play the objective as well as slay out. So with that being said, a lot of people chuck grenades at the domination flag, the hard point, whatever it may be that you're going after, and if that's the case, you gotta be ready for that, because grenades in this game are actually quite overpowered. If you're anywhere near it, you'll die, but with flak jacket, it does help out tremendously. Next, we're gonna be running Hardwired, one of my personal favorites here. It makes you immune to counter UAVs, power cores, EMP grenades, and smoke screens, and it also won't trigger trip mines, which is something that I think is very important and crucial here within this one, simply because trip mines are one of the most annoying things here, and I think that they're almost undetectable if you're actually like running and gunning. If you look around for them, you might be able to see them, but if you're just running through a hallway, you're not going to see them by any means. Now, the next thing we're going to be running is with the greed here is also a perk too of cold-blooded. It's going to make you immune to AI score streaks on the ground, as well as immune to thermal optics. Now, this is something that not necessarily is needed. Hardwired does make you immune to a lot of stuff that you have to worry about, but cold-blooded, I feel, is just that extra protection that you can use. Say if there's a Cerberus on the ground or something like that, you can walk by without it necessarily detecting you. Next, we're going to run tactical mask. This one I think is the most important perk, not only in this perk 3 category, but also perhaps even the most important perk overall in Black Ops 3. Stuns, just like advanced warfare, were extremely overpowered. You are stunned for so long if somebody throws a concussion grenade at you, and you really can't even move at that point in time. You may as well just give up and hope for a respawn so that you can just jump right in back into the action. Tac mask, though, does reduce all of this almost to the point where it doesn't even phase you at all. Your movement doesn't get stunned. All you really get is a little hit marker on your screen saying that you got hit with something, and a very, very slight daze, which you snap out of immediately. So that's something that I think is very, very crucial to this class, especially if you're going to be playing run and gun, objectives, slaying at the same time. So that's gonna do it for this class setup. Really, again, hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Again, Razorback OP as ever anyway, but with these attachments, it really can help out. And then the perks, I think, can help you out tremendously as well if you're trying to do the same playstyle like me, which is objective and slaying out, which really it's more so optimized for the slaying out because you don't really necessarily get seen on the radar as much. It's a little bit more stealthy too. So that's gonna wrap the video up here today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me just think down there in the comment section down below. Do you guys like this class setup? Give it a try if you have not already. And let me just think down there in the comments. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, be sure to like, rating down below. Any shares to Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace. If you would check that out, I was greatly appreciated. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe for the best of quality Black Ops 3 content. Any new news, if you guys know exactly how to find it right on my channel. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.